ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, a few prayers specifically for our Bhagavad study. Put your hands together. If you know the prayers, please say them with me. If not, please listen attentively. Narayanam namaskritya narai chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jaya mudirayet nashtaprayeshva bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकीं। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। And now here are two verses that I would like all of you to repeat after me. Okay? Sada Sevya Shrimad Bhagavati Katha Yasya Shravana Matrena Harischittam Samashrayet. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We've started chapter 2, right? First, we've heard Suta Goswami offer beautiful prayers to Shukdev Goswami, right? The person from whom he originally has heard the Bhagavad. After offering prayers to Shukdev Goswami, he offers prayers to Nar and Narayan Rishis, right? Because they are the presiding deities of Badrikashram. Then he's offered namaskar to Saraswati Mata. Then he's offered namaskar to Vyasdev. After that, he thanks the assembled sages for all their beautiful questions. He says, because all those questions are about Krishna, they are very auspicious questions. Right? अगर बात करनी है तो कृष्ण कथा ही करनी है. Right? Because Krishna Katha benefits everybody and they satisfy the heart. Yenatma suprasiddhati. So after offering obeisances, after appreciating the questions, Suta Goswami starts answering those questions. Right? So we studied verse 6, which was first question wala answer. Right? Okay, somebody tell me what was the first question?
अरे और सब सर्वसाधारण के बेनिफिट के लिए क्या परम है, क्या श्रेष्ठ है,
Perfect. Right? What is that one thing that people should do for their ultimate good? And what was the answer? Savai pumsam paro dharmo. What is pumsam? There's Bhakti, there's Kajal, there's Karan. Come on. Yes, Karan.
Mankind.
Perfect.
Not other species, only the mankind.
Only for human beings. Paro dharmo. What does paro dharmo mean? Karan, you can continue. No? Yeah?
The most important occupation or...
Perfect. Most important duty. Dharma is our duty. Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
What is that param duty? What is that param dharma?
To remember God.
Yes.
And without any expectations and with full continuity.
Oh, beautiful. And when you do that, what happens? What is it that you get?
That is the satisfaction which you get. What do you call it?
Your soul experiences absolute bliss. Right? Kanchan, आपने तो सिर्फ verse learn किया है, करण ने तो meaning समझा है. Okay, this is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
No.
Okay. You explained word by word. It was too good.
So, bhakti to adhokshaja. Right? Bhakti to he who can see everything. Did I explain the meaning of adhokshaja? Akshaj, did I explain? A to ksha. A, I, E, U, whatever, right? We do the whole Hindi Varnamala. A se ksha tak jo bhi aata hai, it's all part of the material world. Akshaj, right? Akshaj jo hota hai, it's all part of the material world. It is created, it is destroyed. God is called above the akshaj, adhokshaj, which is spiritual, which is beyond everything that is material, right? He can never be destroyed. Okay? Now, what was the second question?
What is the essence of all Vedas?
Today we are going to see what is the essence of all the scriptures. So today, drop whatever you're doing on the side, especially those of you who are not on video. Your mind gets distracted by other things. So it doesn't matter how you're looking, if you're bathed, not bathed, doesn't matter. Turn on your video. It'll help you focus on the class. Okay? And that is important because then you will truly be able to understand what is the essence of all the scriptures. और ये अगर समझ गए तो it is equal to having read all the Puranas, all the Upanishads, everything that there is. Okay? So today we will do verse number 7. Please repeat this बड़े ध्यान से. Simple verse again. वासुदेवे भगवती भक्ति योगः प्रयोजितः जनयत्याशु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं च यद् अहैतुकम्.
By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
Okay? So the first question that we had studied was, what is that one thing that I need to do कि मेरा जीवन सफल हो जाए? The answer was bhakti to adhokshaja. And how should the bhakti be done? Ahaituki apratihata. Right? भगवान कोई आंसर इनकम्प्लीट नहीं देते हैं, पूरी डिटेल में समझाते हैं. Right? Do bhakti, do it to me and me alone, do it regularly, do it without a break. Right? And do it with no expectations. Now here he is answering the question, what is the essence of all scriptures? Okay? In the previous verse, he said, if you do bhakti, what you experience is pure satisfaction, pure bliss. Right? Now, this verse will tell us what are the other things that happen in our life once we get into bhakti. Okay? In the previous word, he said, do bhakti to Adhokshaja. In this verse, he says, Adhokshaja is Vasudeve Bhagavati. Why is he called Vasudev? Because he is the son of Vasudev. Okay? So we have to know in many incarnations, we see God as the son of Vasudev and Devaki, because the two of them had done a lot of tapasya. And when God appeared in front of them, God asked them, what do you want to, what is it that you want? Itna posterity kar rahe ho, what is the result? What is the fruit? So they said, we want a child like you. तो भगवान बड़ा सोचते हैं कि यार मेरे जैसा तो कोई है ही नहीं, right? It's me and me alone. Nobody is like me. And so God says, anyways, मुझे एक incarnation लेना ही है. So since there is no one like me, I myself will come as your son. Right? And therefore the Supreme Lord Krishna comes as Vasudev ke putra, and so he's called Vasudev. Right? This Vasudev is Bhagavati, is Bhagavan. So Suta Goswami is warning us, do not consider him an ordinary person. He is the Supreme. Right? Bhagavan, जिसमें सारे भग पूरी तरह से भरे हुए हो. Right? The one who is full of all opulences. So Vasudev is Bhagwan. We all know ki he has already said, right? Aham bija pradapita. He is the father of everyone. Right? But when he appears as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Anyways. So here they say, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. The scriptures are telling us कि भक्ति योग करो और किसकी तरफ करो? वासुदेव भगवती. Right? It is specifically telling us bhakti yog, not jnana yog, not karma yog, not dhyana yog, not hatha, what is that? Ashtanga yog, hatha yog, right? So it is specifically telling us कि bhakti yog करो. All the other yogas are indirect ways of reaching the Supreme. Bhakti Yoga is the direct way of addressing the Supreme Lord. Right? Even in the Bhagavad Gita, God says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Right? In the last chapter, in the 18th chapter, very clearly Krishna says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. You can only know me truly if you do bhakti. Right? The process of jnana, the process of karma, the process of dhyan, we can understand parts of God. Our realization will be incomplete. But when we do bhakti, we understand him tattvataha. Right? Bhaktya mam abhijanati, you will know me in tattva. Right? Even I think when he's speaking to Arjun and he tells Arjun, why am I giving you this whole knowledge? What does he say? Bhaktosi me sakha cheti. Because you're my bhakta, I reveal myself to you. So anybody who approaches God with bhakti can understand God better. Right? Bhagwan says, ye jo rahasya hai. This is a very confidential subject matter. But Arjun, I'm giving you this knowledge because you are my bhakta. So please remember, without bhakti, there is no possibility of understanding God. Right? And therefore here Suta Goswami is saying all scriptures lead us to one conclusion, and that is Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. If you apply Bhakti Yoga to Vasudev, who is Bhagwan, then you will be able to understand him without any doubt. But when we understand him, we also get two other results. Very important. Look at the next two lines. Janayatyashu vairagyam jnanam chayad ahaitukam. We need two things if we want to perfect our lives. We need vairagya and we need jnana. So when we do Vasudev Bhagavati with bhakti, when we apply bhakti to Vasudev, very soon, Janayatyashu, very very quickly, we get two things. Vairagya and Jnana. What is Vairagya? Rag is attachment. Correct? When you're attached to something, anurag, a lot of rag means I'm very attached. I'm attached to my children, I'm attached to my spouse, I'm attached to my parents, my in-laws, my house, my car, all my possessions, I'm attached to my friends, right? I'm attached to my phone and my laptop. So there's so much rag that all of us carry. But once we start this journey of bhakti to Vasudev, one of the most important results is vairag. धीरे धीरे राग जो है ये लूज होने लगता है. Your attachments start to weaken. Okay? Now many people read this verse and get nervous because it talks about vairagya, right? Do I have to give up my house? Do I have to give up my jewelry? Do I have to give up my vehicles, my comfort? No. Absolutely not. Because all of these attachments that we have, these are external. When we talk of vairagya, it is an internal vairagya. Andar se our attachments have to reduce. Andar se we have to feel ab bas na yaar ye rat race. है ना? कितना और भागूंगा? See, everybody starts a race. I had heard actually this beautiful line. There was a Marathi speaker who was talking about, हाँ ठीक है ना, जिंदगी सब शुरू करते हैं, right? There is a start point, and everybody runs towards the finish goal. Important thing is to understand कि there is a finish line. Problem ये हो रहा है कि we're all running, right? We're running and we're running and we're running. वो finish line यहाँ पे थी और इसके आगे भी हम लोग भागे जा रहे हैं. That is ridiculous. It is true that we have to start our journey, right? Whatever talents have been given to us, whatever gifts God has put in us, right? We have to work, we have to use them. Build a good family, build a good home, have a nice car, do everything, give your children excellent education. सब करो, लेकिन एक end point आ गया है. So when you're running a race, you have to stop at the end point. हाँ ठीक है, बहुत तेजी से भाग रहे हैं, so we can't stop immediately, थोड़ा और आगे जाओ. लेकिन it is ridiculous when we continue that race, because वहाँ पे तो race है ही नहीं. You understand? So that is what bhakti has to help us understand. After having studied the whole Gita, after doing a lot of spiritual activities, if still every time we enter the mall we're going crazy, then there is a problem. If during Diwali you saw your friend wearing a very fancy dress and you felt, oh my God, then there is a problem. If we are still lusting for that next big car, the next piece of jewelry, then there is a problem. We need more introspection. Because what bhakti has to give us, when we talk of vairagya, vairagya is not a negative feeling. Vairagya is very positive feeling. It keeps you shant inside. है ना यार, कबर्ड भरा हुआ है ब्यूटीफुल साड़ियों से. हमने कचरा तो नहीं खरीदा है ना इतने साल. We bought beautiful things, right? And we have beautiful things. So if you're able to appreciate कि I have so much and I don't need some more, right? Or it's okay to buy some more but not get bandhofied in it, right? Then you're experiencing vairagya. Vairagya, please remember, is a positive feeling. We've unfortunately been told it's all negative. We'll do a quick test. Abhi Diwali khatam hui hai, right? We've all got excess amounts of mithai, excess amounts of farsan, excess amounts of chocolates in our house. Hai ki nahi? If we are able to share this farsan, this mithai, these chocolates with people around us, with our house help, with our society staff, with our jhaduwalas, our garbage collectors, if we've been able to give it to them while it is still fresh, knowing कि भाई ये मेरे लिए तो excess है ना, किसी और को तो enjoy करने दो, then you're truly developing vairagya. But if you've held on to it, कि यार ये तो है ना दादूज वाली मिठाई है, ये तो है ना थियोब्रुमा वाला कलेक्शन है ना, मैं आज नहीं तो कल इसको जरूर खाऊंगी, मेरे बच्चे खाएंगे, है ना, कल इसका मिसल बनाऊंगी, कल इसका पता नहीं क्या बनाऊंगी. So if you're holding on to it, कि मैं और मेरी फैमिली इसको कहीं ना कहीं कैसे ना कैसे खत्म करेंगे, then you've still got a lot of rag, right? Then all the spiritual activities that you're doing is not getting you to vairagya. Vairag, give up these attachments. जितना खाना है खाओ. I'm not saying कि आप खाओ मत, right? There is a limit to how much we can consume, right? जितना खाना है उतना खाओ, लेकिन जो एक्सेस है ताजा किसी को दो. वैराग्य, right? So धीरे धीरे it is important that we let go of our ridiculous desires. मैंने अभी जापान नहीं देखा. This is the latest happening in my friend circle. Everybody is going like यार अब यूएस देख लिया, यूरोप देख लिया, यार जापान नहीं देखा. ओके, देखना है, शांति से देखना है, जरूर जाओ, लेकिन डोंट मेक दैट बॉदर यू कि यार मेरी नेबर तो देख के आ गई, मैंने नहीं देखा है ना, मेरा एक टूर पेंडिंग है. नॉनसेंस. ये मूवी देखना बाकी है, मैंने अभी तक मिशेलिन स्टार रेस्टोरेंट में खाना नहीं खाया. डोंट लेट दीज थिंग्स bind you. Don't let them become an obsession. Definitely जाओ, मिशेलिन स्टार रेस्टोरेंट में जरूर जाओ, लेकिन don't get attached to it. Don't get angry if you don't go. Don't get angry if you go and you don't enjoy it. छोड़ो, है ना? Start letting go of those unnecessary feelings. So please understand that putting tilak, wearing kanthi mal is not how you become a devotee. Right? You become a devotee based on how much material attraction you're able to give up. That is the real test. Right? So if someone tells you, I'm a devotee, I've given up tea and coffee. है ना? If that person is constantly looking for substitutes, चाय कॉफी तो मैंने छोड़ दी है, लेकिन I'm hankering for a substitute for चाय कॉफी. So I'm constantly looking for expensive decaffeinated ones. Nonsense. इससे अच्छा सुबह उठो, एक अच्छा कप कॉफी पी लो, लेट योर लाइफ गो ऑन, राइट? बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट कम आउट ऑफ द मेंटल ऑब्सेशन ऑफ योर टी एंड कॉफी, राइट? अगर उपवास कर रहे हो और पूरा दिन किचन में यूर कुकिंग समथिंग दैट इज अलाउड इन अ फास्ट, भाई उपवास मत करो, खाना खा लो, राइट? सो वैराग्य हैज टू बी रियल. जब किसी चीज को छोड़ते हैं तब उसको मन से छोड़ो. जस्ट से गुड बाय एंड डोंट लुक फॉर अल्टरनेटिव्स, राइट? दैट इज वैराग्य. एंड फॉर रियल वैराग्य टू कम, भक्ति हैज टू फर्स्ट एंटर आवर हार्ट्स. भक्ति अंदर आती है और वो राग को निकालती है. So just think about this, okay? If I'm a struggling, छोटी मिठाई दुकान का ओनर, okay, छोटी सी, suppose I have a मिठाई की दुकान, है ना? That मिठाई की दुकान is my रोजी रोटी. And if somebody comes and tells me कि भाई वैराग्य is important, ये सारे स्वीट्स है ना तुम दे दो, सबको बुला लो और ये मिठाई बांट दो, आंसी पागल है? Impossible, है ना? Impossible. But if I'm sitting at my shop and suddenly I figure out कि I just won a 10 crore का lottery, then what happens? मैं खुद सबको बुलाऊंगी और बोलूंगी आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ, आज है ना मेरी तरफ से ट्रीट, ये सारी मिठाई ले जाओ, आज मेरी पार्टी है. Why? Because I've got something far more valuable. I'm able to give away what I once thought was very important to me. Right? So unless that very important enters my life, I cannot give up my chote asakti. So bhakti has to enter for me to give up my rag. है ना? अगर आप नकली अंगूठी पहन रहे थे और हस्बैंड ने आपको एक सुंदर सी सोने की अंगूठी लाई, तो आप नकली नहीं पहनोगे, बिकॉज यू गॉट समथिंग प्रेशियस टू रिप्लेस इट. सिर्फ छोड़ना इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बिकॉज वी आर ह्यूमंस, वी नीड समथिंग, राइट? In the Bhagavad Gita, the line is param drishtva nivartate. You have to get a higher taste, you're able to give up the lower taste. Bhakti is that higher taste, right? When what we're saying is, I'm desiring, but now my desires are very beautiful, right? I desire love for God. That is when Bhakti starts telling me that everything else is very temporary, right? Bhakti helps me realize कि it is only in this human form that I have free will. I have the option to consciously live, to consciously choose to be kind, to consciously do some austerity, to consciously express gratitude. And so when I start living a more conscious life, then I get vairag. I get free from all attachments which are temporary. Make sense? Right? So when we do bhakti over a period of time, we should experience vairagya. Okay? The other thing that the verse tells us is jnana. We start getting knowledge. So there are two things when we do bhakti to Vasudev Bhagavati. One is vairagya, we just addressed that. The other is jnana. Jnana does not mean knowledge. Jnana means perfect knowledge. Only when we do bhakti do we start to understand Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi is perfect knowledge. Understanding that I am a part and parcel of that Supreme. Normally, what is our jnana? I'm an Indian, I'm a Marwadi, I'm a postgraduate, I own a little business, right? All of this we consider jnana, but no, that is not jnana. Understanding that I am Brahma Vastu, I am part of that Parabrahman. He is Parabrahman and I am part of him, so I am Brahma Vastu, right? A part of gold is also gold. When I realize that, then I begin to understand that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. Right? And that understanding is jnana. Not that, I have a PhD or I have a master's or whatever. All of that is not jnana. These are just different expansions of ajnana. Right? Bhagavad Gita tells us, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan kya karta hai? Mam prapadyate. जब किसी को बहुत जन्मों के बाद सही नॉलेज आता है, वो ज्ञानवान बनता है, तो what is the first thing that he does? Mam prapadyate. He surrenders unto me. Right? It's not agyanavan. It is jnanavan. So, if we understand who God is, what is my relationship with Him? What can I do to achieve Him? Right? Then what I have is jnana. Otherwise, knowledge of eating, sleeping, mating, defending, even cats and dogs have. Right? All we have is better knowledge. How can I eat better? More variety is what we think is better. It is not even better because we tend to overeat. We tend to hurt our natural systems. Right? But because we have a greater variety of food, more luxurious arrangement of sleep, right? Many other aspects to mating and many other aspects to defending, we think we've progressed in life. But we're truly doing what cats and dogs do. Right? What is inherent nature? But true jnana is understanding ki aham brahmasmi. I am a part of that Supreme. Right? Again, Bhagavad Gita. Very important to know the Bhagavad Gita. Brahma bhutah prasannatma. जब कोई ब्रह्म को समझ जाता है, तब क्या होता है? प्रसन्नात्मा. His आत्मा, येन आत्मा सुप्रसिद्धति. Same thing, right? प्रसन्नात्मा. फिर क्या होता है? Who knows that verse? ब्रह्म भूत प्रसन्नात्मा.
न शोचति.
Excellent. अगर आपको ब्रह्म मिल गया है, मतलब क्या? अगर आपको समझ गया है कि you are part of that ब्रह्म, तो then your आत्मा is प्रसन्न. न शोचति न कांक्षति. आपकी लाइफ के सारे शोक निकल जाएंगे और आकांक्षाएं, जो रबिश आकांक्षाएं हैं, वो सब निकल जाएगा. That is real ज्ञान. So when we do bhakti to Vasudev, I love the Chaturshloki Gita. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. So when I am constantly connected with God and when I am doing His bhajan, what does He give me? Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. He gives me buddhi, He gives me understanding so that I can understand how do I go back to my original state. Right? And then what does it follow with? Tesham evanukampartham aham adnyanajam tamaha nashayami. मैं क्या नाश करता हूं? अज्ञान का नाश करता हूं, तमह का नाश करता हूं. Right? That is why it's very important to understand Bhagavad Gita and then do Bhagavad. Because Bhagavad expands on the Bhagavad Gita. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, very clearly Krishna is saying, I will remove your ajnan. I will remove everything that is tamoguni in you. Right? And I will lead you back to me. Jnana deepena bhasvata. I will light the lamp of knowledge. I hope that every time you lit a lamp this Diwali, you understood the significance of that lamp. It is not about lighting 100 diyas. It is about understanding why we light that diya. That diya removes andhakar. तो हे भगवान, मेरे अंदर जितना अंधकार है उसको निकालो, ज्ञान का दीपक जलाओ. Right? It is a symbolism of I truly want to see knowledge. I want to get out of this dark, ajnan se bhara hua world. So knowledge and renunciation should come to us when we do bhakti. Right? But the important thing is the last word on this verse. Look at the last word. Janayatyashu vairagyam jnanam chayat ahaitukam. Ahaitukam. आपने कोई मेहनत नहीं की. All that we have done is bhakti. हमने या तो अपना माल जपा, या तो स्क्रिप्चर्स पढ़े, या फिर कृष्ण कथा सुनी, प्रसाद बनाया, सेवा की, सत्संग अटेंड किया. That's all we are doing. We are simply doing bhakti. We are not sitting there and doing tapasya कि I want jnana and I want vairagya. No. We are simply doing bhakti पर ahaituki, without doing anything. God gives us vairagya and jnana. We've not said, Bhagwan ji, please give me vairagya. Bhagwan ji, please give me knowledge. No. We are simply doing bhakti, but by His mercy, ahaituki, we get jnana and vairagya. Make sense? Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpati. People who don't know the verses of the Bhagavad Gita don't get hassled. People who know the verses of the Bhagavad Gita try and relate. Right? All of us should, on a regular basis, for small things in our life, constantly introspect and see, am I able to see the larger picture? When I hear a story, am I stuck in the details or am I understanding the tattva behind the story? Agar maine Gajendra Moksha suna hai, what is it that I'm understanding? Right? If I've heard about Draupadi Vastraharan, what is it that I've understood? If I've heard about Dhruv Maharaj, if I've heard about Prahlad Maharaj, please remember these are not stories where you get stuck in the details. पर क्यों? ऐसा क्यों? No. है ना, बोलते हैं ना, don't let details come in the way of a good story. Don't get stuck in the details. Understand what the tattva is. Bhakti, please remember, is always ashrit on Krishna Katha. The more Katha you listen to, the more your bhakti develops. Right? And therefore, we all need to one of the best ways of developing bhakti is Shravanam. Listen. The more we listen, the more it just enters our system. Ahaituki. We don't have to work too hard. Focus on Nam, Rupa, Guna, Leela, and Bhakti enters our heart. And Bhakti is the mother of Jnana and Vairagya. माँ को घर में ले आओ, वो अपने आप अपने बच्चों को भी ले आएगी. Alright? So you need to make a note somewhere कि from now, I'm going to constantly introspect कि how attached am I? And how can I give up my attachments? It's not hard. It's really not hard. Letting go is not hard. Holding on is actually very hard. उतना संभालना पड़ता है, उतना किचकिच करनी पड़ती है. Right? So holding on is very hard. If you've done Diwali Safai before Diwali and you found those pote bhar ki cheez which you've held on to for I don't know how many years, holding on to them. आजकल जो प्रॉपर्टी का रेट चला है 12,000 15,000 रुपया पर स्क्वायर फुट, you have to tell yourself कि मैं 30,000 स्क्वायर फुट पे इतना कचरा डाल के रखा है, लेट मी गेट रिड ऑफ इट, राइट? गेटिंग रिड इज वेरी इजी, क्योंकि वो कभी तुमको याद तो आएगा नहीं, बिकॉज इट वॉज कचरा, इट वॉज सिटिंग इन एन एटिक. गेट रिड ऑफ इट. हर साल सफाई नहीं करनी पड़ेगी, राइट? So let us focus on getting rid of the unnecessary so that we have enough time and space to hold on to what is necessary. Okay? Very important verse. I expect you to put in some effort to try and learn it. Learn it either like Kanchan, who knows the verse, or definitely learn it like Karan, who knows the meaning of the verse. Okay? Understanding is very, very important. Now, we've answered the first two questions of the sages at Naimisharanya. Okay, we have 20 minutes. So, it's very natural to wonder कि भाई मैं क्या सिर्फ मेरा परोधर्म करती बैठूं, मैं क्या सिर्फ भक्ति करूं? Absolutely not, right? Varnashram dharma is very, very important, right? I mean, if you're a CA, if you're a banker, if you're a I don't know, computer engineer, if you're I know Sumati is a teacher, teaches beautifully. I run an educational enterprise myself. So does it mean that we give up all of this and sit down doing bhakti? Absolutely not. Right? Does it mean that I stop being a good wife, a good mother, a good daughter? No. Right? Varnashram dharma is very, very important. But Suta Goswami has just said ki bhakti is my param dharma. Right? Now he's going to go ahead from verses 8 to 11. He's going to explain to me ki wait, don't give up everything else that you're doing. Your occupational duty is very, very important. है ना? रोजी रोटी, घर का खाना पीना कैसे चलेगा? And भूखे पेट आप भक्ति नहीं कर सकते. Right? So your occupational duty is very, very important. But how should occupational duty be done? Right? How can occupational duty lead to Krishna consciousness? And that is what the Agika verses are going to talk about. Let's repeat verses 8 onwards. Okay? 8th verse. Dharma swanushtitah pumsam vishwaksena kathasuyah notpadayed yadi ratim shrama eva hi kevalam shrama eva hi kevalam. Please highlight that line. Shrama eva hi kevalam.
The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead.
Perfect. तो ये मुझे क्यों खटका? Because I just told you we just had Diwali and I have a very large family, है ना? तो हमने इतना ज़्यादा दिवाली एंजॉय किया, है ना? लंच वॉज समवेयर, डिनर वॉज समवेयर, फिर फराल का नाश्ता हो रहा था, इतने दिए जलाओ. आई गॉट स्टक इन दैट होल लक्ष्मी रोड का शॉपिंग मैडनेस. वी डिड इट ऑल, है ना? रिचुअल्स हमने सब किए, लेकिन आई वॉज फीलिंग खोखला इनसाइड, क्योंकि भाई मेरा कनेक्शन जिस भगवान से है वो तो था ही नहीं. मैंने बहुत मजे किए. आई एम नॉट सेइंग आई डिड नॉट हैव फन. आई हैड टन्स ऑफ फन. But what gives my Atma satisfaction was missing. And that also I didn't realize in the 5-6 days. I only realized after the 5-6 days was over कि यार मैंने किया क्या? Right? And that is what this verse is telling us. कि अपना धर्म जरूर करो. Right? You're a father, you're a husband, you're a son, you have so many responsibilities, you have a career, you're a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, whatever it is. Right? तुम्हारे जो धर्म है, right? Make sure you nibhav all that dharma. But if that dharma does not lead me on my spiritual path, if it does not produce attraction for Krishna Katha, Vishwaksena Kathasuyah, if it does not lead me to yaar, end of the day I need peace, let me chant one man. Let me listen to one, 10 minutes ka, what is it called? Satsang, right? If it does not lead to that, then the occupational duty that I'm doing is all useless. Shrama eva hi kevalam. It is just shram. It is just effort, but it did not give me any result. Right? So in Shastra, according to Shastra, Shastra says, if you do your Varnashram Dharma, you get promoted to heaven. हमने पूरी भगवद गीता में सुना, Krishna starts by telling Arjun, you're a Kshatriya, do your Varnashram Dharma, fight the war. Right? But here it is telling us कि only Varnashram Dharma, which is not leading to attraction to God, is useless. Why? Why? What is wrong in simply doing my Varnashram Dharma? What will Varnashram Dharma give me?
It will end with the body, the Varnashram Dharma.
Okay, but I have done my Varnashram Dharma very sincerely. I have worked very hard. I've set up a good business. I've looked after my wife. I've looked after my parents. I've looked after my children. Right? I've given them a fantastic life. I've done my Varnashram Dharma. And Krishna is telling Arjun, do your Varnashram Dharma.
Because it's not my Param Dharma.
But it is my Dharma. And in the Gita, Krishna is telling Arjun कि Varnashram Dharma करो तो तुमको क्या मिलेगा?
Heavenly planets.
Heavenly planets. Right? So Krishna has said, so that applies to all of us. Right? Be a good wife, be a good mother, be a good daughter, do all your dharma and you will definitely get heaven. So why is the Bhagavad saying ki it is Shrama eva hi kevalam?
Realization will not come.
Realization will not come. Okay? Bhakti, what are you saying?
If we do our duties, but if we are not Krishna conscious, as in making sure that when we are doing duties for our family, we also see Krishna in them and keeping him in the center, then it is worth it. But if we are just physically doing our duties, which we all do, then we don't reach there.
No, you will get heavenly planets. If you do your duties diligently, honestly, without Krishna at the center, you will still go to heavenly planets. That is an assurance. Yes, Karan, what are you saying?
That's why, is it that related to the earlier words that we'll get the bliss, complete satisfaction after we...
Sure, पर भाई heavenly planets, अगर हमको इधर मिठाई खा के सुकून मिल रहा है, imagine वहाँ की मिठाई कैसी होगी? So what is wrong? Yes, Kanchan.
Again, in this materialistic world, doing all these activities there, and again, Janm Mrityu Jara Vyadi, और ये सब में हम will stuck in all these
Very good.
again.
Very good. See, we wonder why some not nice people are living very, very fancy lives. Right? It's because in their previous life, they've done a lot of Sukruti. Right? And they're reaping the benefit of that. Now, if I do my Varnashram diligently, right? I run my business properly, I look after my children, I look after my home. Guaranteed, I get heavenly planets. Okay? But, heavenly planet में रोज मैंने जो सुकृति किया है वो यूज अप हो रहा है ना. Every time I'm going to that Kalpavruksha and getting something, every time I'm dancing with the Apsaras, every time I'm, having fun with all the Gandharvas, my punya is getting depleted. And one day, my punya will become zero. It's like I've been given 2 lakh rupees to go spend on a holiday. Right? Every day that I'm on holiday, my bank balance is reducing. मेरा 2 लाख हो गया, 1.5 हो गया, 1 हो गया, 50 के बाद 0. अब after 0, are they going to let me stay in that resort? No, they're going to kick me out. So, Kshine Punye Martyalokam Vishanti. My punya gets over and then I get sent back to this material world. Right? So there's nothing wrong if you like the material world, right? Then we can be in this chakkar forever. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, do good, go enjoy heavenly planets, khatam karo, वापस आओ, वापस पुण्य करो, है ना? हे माता मैंने ये व्रत किया, हे सत्यनारायण मैंने ये व्रत किया, हे गणपति मैंने ये व्रत किया, and I love all these gods. Right? करते जाओ and stay in that cycle. But what Bhagavad is saying, remember, Bhagavad is the final study. Bhagavad is saying, बच्चे तू पागल है ना? तू वापस इधर आएगा, वापस जूते खाएगा. We all know how painful it is when the husband says something mean to us. We all know कि अपनी जो एक the remote to hurt us is with our children. है ना, बच्चे कुछ गलत बोल देंगे, ऐसे मन को दुखता है. क्यों इस सब में फंसना है तुमने, है ना? So if you want to get out of this cycle, then your varnashram dharma should not be only varnashram dharma. It should always have Krishna at the center. If you have Krishna at the center, nobody is saying कि मंदिर में बैठे रहो. जो काम कर रहे हो वो करो और बड़े मन लगा के करो. But be grateful to God. Be conscious. See, please understand the word Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness does not mean sitting in the temple 24 hours, constantly doing something for the Lord, cooking 8 meals. No. Krishna consciousness simply means I'm conscious of the fact that everything that I'm able to accomplish, everything that I'm able to do is because of Krishna. That Vishwaksena. Right? So when we listen to Katha, all that we have to do is, my kids are doing well in school, Krishna's mercy. I'm doing very well in life. I have so much opulence, Krishna's mercy. My health is good, Krishna's mercy. The minute I start feeling, my kids work very hard, therefore they're doing well. है ना? I work very hard, therefore my career is good. Always tell my husband, वो जो आपने वॉचमैन लगाया हुआ है ना, वो भी तो बेचारा 12 घंटा खड़ा होता है. उसकी लाइफ क्यों नहीं है इतनी अच्छी? सोचो ना, वो जो बच्चा रास्ते पे आपको पूरा वो रोप पे चल के दिखाता है, गुलांटी उड़ी मारता है, वो बच्चे ने क्या गलत किया है? Right? So many people, the people who come to our house, right? My cook is such an amazing cook. And I keep thinking, ये proper जो अपना फोकस टाइम होता है खाने पीने का, ये तो मेरे घर में आके हमारे लिए खाना बना रही है, अपने घर में तो नहीं बना रही है. Right? If she had that talent, if she has that talent, couldn't she have used it for her own family? But her situation is such that unless she pleases my family, she can't go and have her meals at home. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for having put me in this situation where I'm able to sit down comfortably and listen to a 1-hour katha. Right? So my varnashram dharma gives me a lot of opulence. When I start thinking aham mameti, मैंने किया तो मैं कमा रहा हूं, तो वेरी गुड, हेवनली प्लैनेट्स भी मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन वापस इधर आना पड़ेगा, वापस इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. लेकिन when I think कि all of this is because of that param brahma in my life, then इसके बाद we will go back there, we will go back home. Right? The minute we recognize His mercy, His grace, then everything is worth it. But if we don't recognize His mercy, then it is shrama eva hi kevalam. So all the varnashram dharma that we do, we should do with Krishna consciousness. So people mistake it कि मैं जो भी करूंगी भगवान के लिए करूंगी. नहीं, आप जो भी कर रहे हो भगवान की कॉन्शियसनेस के साथ कर रहे हो. Do whatever you do, in your mind dedicate it to Him. Right? हरि का नाम, हरि की कथा, हरि की सेवा, हरि की पूजा. Don't think कि ये करना और वर्णाश्रम धर्म नहीं करना. That is गलत. We are not at that stage. In fact, if we give up everything and go sit in the temple, our man is going to bhatko only over here. So we are not at that stage. So don't give up your varnashram dharma and go sit in the temple. Do your varnashram dharma. Let your mind be with God. Right? वो एक बहुत प्यारी सी एक स्टोरी हमको बताते थे कि there is this monkey, right, who's on a tree, a very beautiful tree full of fruits, and वहाँ पे एक नदी होती है ना? नदी में एक crocodile होता है. Now this crocodile and monkey, they become friends. Every day this monkey is throwing down fruits and the crocodile is enjoying the fruits. They become friends. They start talking. Right? Now, crocodiles are supposed to love monkey flesh. Every day, crocodile is spending so much time outside his house. So when he goes back to his wife, he looks very happy, he looks very pleased. So his wife is thinking, yeah, this guy, he's having an affair somewhere. So Mrs. Crocodile asks her husband, Mr. Crocodile, what is it that you're up to? He says, oh, nothing much, but I have this lovely friend. हम लोग ना बहुत सारी कृष्ण कथा करते हैं, हम लोग बहुत सारी दुनिया भर की बातें करते हैं, अच्छा खाते पीते हैं, तो बस मैं उसके साथ मजे करता हूँ और फिर आ जाता हूँ घर. She is thinking, wow, monkey, how fun it would be for me to eat that monkey flesh. Right? Crocodile says, you're mad or what? That monkey is giving me so much of important knowledge. He's sharing the apples with me every day, whatever fruit it is. I will start getting you lots of fruit. So he gets fruit for his wife also. Right? लेकिन wife खुश नहीं है. तो एक बार she says, चलो एक काम करती हूँ. She tells her husband, look, that monkey is being so nice to you. Every day is feeding you so much food, being so kind. So why don't you invite him to our house for breakfast? In her mind, she's thinking the monkey's heart is supposed to be the tastiest part. I can't wait to eat that monkey's heart. है ना? So crocodile innocently goes and tells the monkey, please come, my wife has invited you. आ जाओ खाना खाने. The monkey अपना बैठता है crocodile के back पे. Monkeys can't swim. He sits on the crocodile's back and he goes to the crocodile's home. Crocodile's wife feeds him, ye wo and all, and then she pushes the monkey off the back. Monkey says, what are you doing? He says, she says, I want to eat your heart. It's supposed to be delicious. Monkey says, wait. 1 minute. Galat fahmi hui hai. You should have told me to bring my heart along. She says, what do you mean? He says, हम monkeys जो है ना, हम कहीं पे भी जाते हैं ना, तो heart जो है घर पे छोड़ के जाते हैं. So I'll do one thing. I'll come back tomorrow with my heart. She says, okay. Monkey goes back safe on his tree. Never again falls for that. All of us, when we get out to do our Varnashram Dharma, we need to leave our heart with Krishna. अगर हार्ट को लेके दुनिया भर में जाएंगे तो कोई ना कोई इसको खा लेगा. कोई एंग्जाइटी, कोई स्ट्रेस, कोई परेशानी, कोई डिजायर हमारे हार्ट को खा जाएगा. इससे अच्छा एवरी मॉर्निंग व्हेन यू गो टू डू नमस्कार इन योर ऑल्टर बिफोर यू लीव फॉर वर्क, से हियर कृष्णा, माय हार्ट इज विथ यू, कीप इट सेफ टिल आई कम बैक. है ना? सो व्हेन वी लीव आवर हार्ट विथ कृष्णा एंड वी गो आउट इन द वर्ल्ड, वी डोंट गेट कंटैमिनेटेड, because that heart is very nicely engaged in bhajan kriya. So let us all constantly remember कि कहीं पे भी भगवान ने नहीं बोला है कि काम धंधा छोड़ो. Most of Bhagavatam stories are about kings. तो kings ने अपनी प्रजा को तो संभाला, wars लड़े, सब कुछ किया, right? They managed everything, but they always knew that the enabler is Krishna. So let us have that consciousness and let us go through life. Okay? May we all have a very Krishna conscious week ahead. May we constantly strive to do bhakti and keep evaluating if we are getting jnana and vairagya. Thank you all for joining. I will see you back next Saturday. Hare Krishna.